I'm going to next thread these, and actually let's get rid of all of that little metal hanging around. And I don't have to, the only thing I want to do to keep the thread locker off, the cutting oil off of the element, I'm going to stuff some paper towel underneath of it so that it doesn't run down on the element itself. Because I don't know how hard this would be to get off of here, but there's no sense having it in there, getting it all over the element. Okay, so let's do one side first. I'm going to be a pro at this now. This is like my, how many holes have I done in this one now? This is my fourth hole. I did 2 in the flange, and now 4 here. We'll have 4 here. Let's see. Just want to make sure I get all the way through. And how can I tell? Let's put a little piece of tape on here too, so I can tell here how deep this is going. A little bit of tape never hurts, so I can tell when I'm in a 1/4 inch, because I don't want to get into the element itself, the heating element. It's up under here, and it's quite a bit of distance away from here, and it's not really in line with it. But there we go. Okay, so that should be tapped all the way through, and I'm going to check it just to make sure. See if I can see the bottom of here. Yeah, I can. It's going. Whoops, got my head in the way. Sorry about that. It's going all the way in. You can see it right there. I can see the bottom of it. Okay, so that side's done, and they're very easy to tap. You know, just don't want to destroy the element like I almost did with that drill bit. A little panic there. Always working on these machines, there's some moment when you have a panic, something doesn't go exactly the way you wanted it, and you go, oh my God, I just, ruined an element or whatever it may be. Again, okay, so let's tap this side. And all these screws are going to be the same. They're going to be M3 by 0.05. There we go. You can tell it actually when it goes through. I'm going to check this one too, just to make sure. And I can see the bottom. And there's quite a bit of space in there. So I'm really not worried about hitting the element. I'm just worried about hitting the element. No, not really. Okay, so that one's done. And I'll just leave these things in until I can make sure I clean off all this stuff off the element. I think it burned off okay, and we use some chemical on it if we needed to get it off. But no sense chancing it, no sense doing more work than we have to do. A little drop in here. And remember, this one doesn't go all the way through, so don't have to worry about it. I've already got this side threaded. I can see it. And this one, because the metal's not being pushed out the other side, I'm going to take it out once and clean it off. And this is really weird now. Now I got 4 holes in my element base. 2 that go all the way through, and these 2 that just go part of the way through. It's just like a sailboat. We have sailboats, and you never want to put more holes in the hull than you need to for through holes to drain things into the water, because it's a chance for the boat to sink. In the same case as this, you don't want to have that many holes, everything all over the place, because you don't want to have a chance for it to leak. So, should we try a couple screws just to see? This one should be deep enough. Now, I got my handy dandy screwdriver here. Nice. I like having these here. And like I said, these don't have to go all the way down, because if they do hold the fuse, it's got the base of the fuse would hold it up a little bit. So that's plenty deep. But the other two, that's why I didn't want to do these initially here. They drill all the way through. But because this is brass, it's really safe. It's not going to go anywhere. So these screws are going to be so well held. I wouldn't want to screw through that stainless steel that they have for the base and then try to do one of these, though you could. And that one really goes easily. So you can just just to get an idea of what we're doing. And then, like I said, I'll fill in the hole on the other side with the screw and with some probably thread locker, and permanent thread locker or semi-permanent thread locker, heat resistant, so that it doesn't move out. Or I could use Teflon tape, and that one really works well. Okay, so that's the idea. Just doing test runs on these screws just to make sure we're doing it well, doing it right. And so this is the idea. I like this idea much better than the first idea I had. In fact, if I ever make this modification again, I wouldn't put these two holes in. But since I already had one, I thought, well, I might as well have the second as a backup. So this will just be tightened down here, being held nice and secure there. I will put some heat paste underneath, just to sort of it will transfer, and we're all dead. We're all set. So I'm ready. Pretty much, I want to make sure I clean up those threads a little bit more on the other side. Check that out. But I'm really ready to start putting the base together if I have time tonight. Let's see, it's getting late, close to dinner, so I have to decide whether I'm going to do more work or not. That's where we are.